Hello, welcome. My name is Diana Loderhose. I'm the International Features Editor here at Deadline. We are in our Red Sea studio with Shahad Ameen, who is the writer-director of Hijra, which is Saudi Arabia's official entry for the Best International Oscar race this year. And it's had its home premiere last night here at the festival. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. I know you're fresh off the heels of premiering it in your hometown of Jeddah, which happened last night. Tell me, what was that like to bring the film home?
It was incredible. You know, we had our premiere in Venice Film Festival, and we screened around the globe. We screened in Europe and in India, and we had such an incredible premiere in Venice. But I was really worried about the premiere in Saudi, because normally the most critical people of a film will be of the country. They know the stories, they know the people, they can see themselves in the film. So for them, they're so familiar with it. So I was worried. But to be honest, it was beyond my expectation. Of course, my family was here, all of the crew members, the actors. I am from Jeddah, and all of my main actors are from Jeddah, so their families were here. We had such a nice screening, and it felt very private. It felt very friendly, because we knew everyone, and it was sold out, so it was incredible. And yeah, everyone, I thought everyone was glued to their seats, and I felt the audiences were really enjoying the film. Even there's like a lot of jokes that I felt went across Western audience. The film is not funny at all. It's a drama and a road movie. But there is moments, there's joyful moments here and there. So people were picking it up and were laughing, and I really enjoyed that, because normally I'm not a funny person. So, so to hear laughter come from the audiences was really nice, and to feel that they're enjoying it. They're enjoying the film, and they're actually attached to the characters and just glued to their seats. And yeah, it was incredible. Everyone was so happy. Everyone was very complimentary, and it was such a blessing to screen here in the Red Sea, and I'm so happy that the programming team programmed Hijra in the official competition. And the Red Sea are not just only premiering the film in the kingdom, but they're also our partners. Right. They're also so we got our first grant from the Red Sea Fund, the Red Sea Film Fund. And I'm very thankful for this partnership. It's been really wonderful to work with the Red Sea. It's a festival that takes place in my hometown. I'm very proud of them and the work that they've been doing, the support that they've been giving to filmmakers, not just in Saudi Arabia, but across the Arab region and across Africa and Asia. It's such an amazing thing to have this festival that's supporting films that we wouldn't normally see if it's not for the Red Sea Film Festival. Yeah. I'm also very thankful for our partners. This is the first film that many institutions in the kingdom came together to make. So our partner, the Film Commission, granted us the biggest financial support. Film Al-Ula, who granted us support as well, not just financial support, but logistical support on the ground. We couldn't have done this film without them in Al-Ula. Everything was offered for us on a silver platter. We were very thankful for the team. The connection that we made with the team of Film Al-Ula was wonderful. Same goes for the Neom, who offered us financial support and on-the-ground support to shoot in Neom. It was just wonderful working with the team in Neom, who really believed in the film. Like, they got me locations that are very hard to get. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but like, they got me really, really hard locations that normally, I wouldn't be able to get, or my production team wouldn't be able to get. They managed to make it happen. So, and that goes for Film Al-Ula as well. So we're very proud of our partnership with them. And also Ithra in the Eastern Province, they offered us financial support and logistical support. It's the biggest film institutions in the country, and all of them came together, and we keep talking about it, that we're all so excited that it happened, that 5 institutions came together to make this film, and it went to Venice, and now it's and now it's Saudi Arabia's Oscar selection. I'm very proud of everyone who came together to make this film. I'm very proud of my team, my cast, and everyone who worked on this film.
It's amazing. It's a wonderful full circle
Yeah.
circle moment for you in the film. Tell me a bit about the kind of, this is your second feature, and it's the first one you've shot in Saudi Arabia. Tell me a little bit about what, kind of what your inspiration was to make this film, and locations play a very key part in this movie. So I would also like to know kind of how much you thought about that in the process of writing and getting this project off the ground.
Hijra tells the story of a grandmother and her 2 granddaughters, and they go to pilgrimage, and one of the granddaughters goes missing. So the grandmother and the younger granddaughter embark on a journey across the kingdom to search for the missing granddaughter. And this film, in its essence, is a spiritual journey. It's a journey of the grandmother and the granddaughter and another character that they encounter, a driver who drives them across the country. They get to know each other, and they get to heal, and they get to know their country. And we get to know the grandmother's story, backstory, as someone who immigrated to the kingdom years before, and she takes the same route that she took 70 years ago when she immigrated into the kingdom. She passes by old pilgrimage routes that people used to cross. People used to come from Asia either by boat. The poor used to come on foot. So we shot in these majestic spiritual locations, and we can feel the energy of the place. We respected the spirituality that people have taken before us. Now everyone comes by plane, but in the past they used to cross all these locations. Can you imagine that, by foot? And we got to shoot in all these locations. I mean, one of the biggest things for me in this film was I wanted everything to be authentic. And I remember when I was first searching for the locations I wanted to shoot in, I wanted them to have historical significance, even if they have nothing, even if it's just a barren land. But I wanted the locations to have spiritual significance to me, to my country, to Muslims. And I was Googling like the route that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, took when he immigrated from Mecca to Medina. And a lot of location managers were like saying, by the way, it's such a barren volcanic route. You're not going to find any, beautiful scenery. I'm like, maybe, I want to go there. And me and my producer, we ended up taking that same route he took, the Prophet, peace be upon him, took. And we found majestical locations. We found this volcanic location just filled with, it's barren, yet it has a lot of spiritual significance. We also shot in a village that they say the Prophet had passed by and prayed in before he arrives in Medina. And then after Medina, I was mapping out old pilgrimage routes. So when they came from Iraq or Syria or Asia or China, what routes would they take? And we went on a scout in these routes, stops that the pilgrims, where there's like wells, where the pilgrims would stop to drink water. And so we would stop by these locations, and I think you can feel the significance, the spiritual significance of these places. I mean, one of the biggest draws for me in making this film was I wanted to pay respect to the sacred land that millions across the world dreams of visiting.
It's amazing. So tell me a little bit as well about lessons you've learned from the first film you've made to your second. What are lessons that you took from your directorial debut that you were able to implement on this film?
The biggest lesson I always say is that you can never have enough prep. The more you are prepped, the more you have pre-production, the more you will be ready for shooting. Of course, shooting is unpredictable and things can go wrong in a second, but at least if you have enough prep, then you are ready. Then you are ready to manage these problems. Also, time with the actors. Time for the actors to discover their characters. Time for the actors to be creative. Time for the actors to play with the characters. A lot of the scenes we did where we were just playing around and training, me and the actors, and we came up with like certain things that we can do in the film. So I think, you know, this time with actors gives you a big opportunity to shoot something that's
Yeah.
joyful and unpredictable. Of course, I also learned that you can never have enough shots. Always cover yourself. Normally, directors come in, I come in, because I have a very particular plan, and I'm very particular with my shot list, and my shot list is prepped. And no one can touch the shot list, and the shot list, and that's the shot list, and no one's allowed to talk about the shot list, and this is how we're shooting it, and this is how we're telling the story, the scene visually, you know. So you have a plan normally with your cinematographer, with your AD. This is how we're doing it. Everyone knows that's what we're shooting. This is the angles we're covering, and sometimes, you know, so in the shoot you'd be like, oh, maybe on the day you'll be like, maybe I feel like taking another angle, which will throw everyone off balance. Don't worry about that. Do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like the cinematographer will be like, I didn't prep for this angle, and
Get as much as you can.
yeah. So get as much as you can for sure, and always cover yourself. I'm glad in this film I had an incredible editor, Hervé Doulouse, a French editor, very experienced, and he was watching the film he was watching the footage, the rushes as we shot, you know, from the first 2 weeks. So he would come back and say, maybe Shahad, you missed a shot here. I need a shot of Ahmed. So he'd know what he wants to edit. Maybe I need a shot here of Ahmed. Maybe I need of Sitti. And he's like, oh, you didn't get the extras in the background. Let's get. I say, why? And me and my cinematographer, we would get flustered. Just like, we got everything. What did he say? What is he saying? That's not our plan. And then thankfully I listened to him reluctantly, and I shot most of the things that we could do. So we cheated locations here and there, and we reshot. We did some takes that we didn't have, that he felt we didn't have, and in the edit suite we ended up using all of those new shots that he suggested, and so that's a big lesson. Now I will cover as much as I can, even if it's not part of my plan. I will do it, and I suggest for everyone to do the same.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
One final question for you, because I know you're focused on this movie here, and it's you have been for many years now. I'm wondering, what are you thinking of next? Are you working on anything else?
I'm working on a script, but it's in a very early stage that I'm still not talking about. But of course, I'm excited to tell more stories. I mean, Saudi Arabia is the most exciting place. I'm not saying that because I'm Saudi, but it's the most exciting place to shoot films at the moment.
Yeah.
Everything is fresh and new, and you get to discover and tell stories that were never heard before, and shoot films that were never shot before. Everything is exciting.
Great. Thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.